Unusual scenes in the British Parliament. Patrick, UK Chancellor Rachel Reeve appeared to be in tears. Have a look.
The Prime Minister headed to Parliament to take questions about dropping key elements of his welfare reforms. Before he even started, it was clear something was amiss with the Chancellor to his left.
The reformed welfare system that we're putting in place will be better for individuals, better for the taxpayer and better for the economy.
As the session went on, Rachel Reeve looked increasingly distressed and became the focus of questions.
She looks absolutely miserable.
The Prime Minister's team assured us afterwards that the Chancellor is going nowhere. Her spokesman said she was upset by a personal matter.
So, Patrick, what was going on there? And I believe the effects of her crying in Parliament even affected the value of the pound, which dropped as a result.
Absolutely. So our Prime Minister is a spineless jellyfish of a man on the way out, but the Chancellor is clearly having a nervous breakdown. So it's not really great for Great Britain, is it? But she has appeared to be somewhat of a broken woman for a while. Yesterday, tears streaming down her face. The Prime Minister in Parliament, which you played clips of there, refused to say that she'd still be in a job by the end of this Parliament, which then did lead to even more tears. And then the Prime Minister, in his infinite wisdom, released a promotional video that had her crying in the background. So talk about throwing her under the bus and then reversing back over. Look, she says it's a personal matter. Personally, I'm not sure about that. It plunged the pound, bond markets went mental. It essentially cost this country billions of pounds. Now, I do have an element of sympathy for it. It's a very tough job. And obviously, if there is a deep-seated personal matter, we do have to have sympathy. However, I think this is what you get, unfortunately, when you lie on your CV, as she did, and you're promoted out of your debt and your boss is useless. I do feel sorry for her to an extent, but I feel more sorry for business owners, the unemployed, farmers, pensioners and taxpayers that her bad decisions have harmed over the last year. She's out and about again today. She's bounced back, but realistically, that is an exceptional, extraordinary scene that has had real-world economic consequences. And anyone in their right mind would have to say, we can't really go on like this. She can't really carry on like this. There is something clearly very wrong behind the scenes, arguments behind the scenes. She's been unable to pass any of the economic legislation that she wanted because her own MPs have rebelled. She's a lame duck chancellor, and now she's in floods of tears.
Yeah, we've got the opposite situation here in Australia. Our Treasurer doesn't cry, but we're all in tears. Before we go, Patrick, let's talk about one inspiring Brit. Princess Catherine has revealed her experience with cancer. Let's have a listen in.
We put on sort of brave-faced stoicism through treatment. Treatment's done.
Yeah.
So I can crack on and get back to normal again, but actually the phase afterwards is really, it's a really difficult one. You're not necessarily in the clinical team any longer, but you're not able to function normally at home.
I've just got 30 seconds, Patrick, but with so much bad news, it's nice to hear from someone who's inspiring, who's got some poise about them and been through some tough times, but just come out really well.
Yeah, this is the royal family at their best, giving hope to people, but also other people will go and probably get checked for certain cancers and lumps and bumps now. So I've got a feeling that what she will do will help improve lives, but also maybe even save lives as well.
Yeah, really good stuff. Patrick Christys, thanks for joining me. See you next week.